Okay. Hello, the internet. Today I'm doing a different kind of video. What on earth have I done? Problem solved. Right, not really, but... problem solved-ish, kind of. We'll go with it. So today's kind of an update video on the state of my fan films, and more specifically why there's been a lack of them recently. Number one, I can't speak today. Number one, TARDIS has undergone quite a lot of maintenance, and as a result, quite a lot has happened. I'm not going to say what's happened because it will ruin the episode, but just let it be known, you don't see a lot of TARDIS in the episode until the end. So, be excited for that. Another reason is it's been quite difficult to find a day when all of the cast members that we need, which is obviously me, the Master, and the villain, when we're all available, because it'll be 2 days, so 1 day here and 1 day on location. So that's proven interesting. And another reason is kind of, I feel unmotivated with episode 5. Let me explain. When we did episode 3, I was very excited to do it because it was the first thing that I'd ever done that I'd scripted. And we had kind of our first proper villain there. We were excited to do it. We had this idea for ages of doing an episode with the flood in a hospital. So yeah, we were very excited to do that one. And then episode 4 happened in such close proximity to episode 3 that it just felt like a lot was happening and that the series was progressing really well. Kind of episode 4 finished, and then I scripted episode 5 very quickly after. Kind of, I reckon, a week after episode 4 went up. I scripted episode 5, it's done. It's been done for a while now. And we've just kind of been trying to find a day when we're all available since then. So as a result of that, because there's been now a lack of things happening, I'm less excited for filming episode 5, and recently been considering scrapping it and re-scripting it for something that I'm more excited to do. Now that it is getting closer, now that we are kind of talking about a day or 2 days when it's a lot closer, I'm becoming slightly more excited. And another reason why kind of excitement is building again is because now I think the episode's going to be a lot better than I initially thought it would be. The reason for this is because I'm now far more capable. Well, that didn't make sense. I'm more capable with VFX than I was. You will have seen, if you watched my other videos, you will have seen the title sequence I put up the other day. That wasn't what I normally do, which is kind of get different components of a title sequence and edit them together. And it's also not made by someone else. This was me. I did it all myself, mainly. I put the logo in, the TARDIS in, the names in, all of it. Only thing that really wasn't me was just the background vortex. So yeah, that was a lot more me. And also the other video that I put up where the TARDIS is on fire for the little teaser for the season finale was also me. So I'm a lot more capable. I've been experimenting a lot more with... I'm so sorry, what has happened? Actually, I've been experimenting recently with the regeneration because in the season finale of season 3, I want to get it right. I want to just practice how it looks. Yes, there are 3 seasons. I'm going to briefly talk about that now as well. Season 1 is 6 episodes long, so I've got 2 left, which is episode 5 and episode 6. In between season 1 and 2, I plan on making a shorter Christmas minisode, smaller episode, and the prequel episode, which will include the regeneration from the Doctor before me into me, who isn't confirmed yet, don't ask. It's kind of me in my more post regenerative, whatever you want, state, when I'm a bit more damaged, still repairing, a bit more eccentric state. And it also includes the scene, I don't know if anyone remembers from a little while, when I put up the little thing where the TARDIS was really dark and I walk in and then I sonic it and say I'm back and then it all switches on. That comes in at the end of the prequel, and that's where the prequel's going to leave off, with kind of TARDIS working again. So that's going to happen. Then season 2 will come out. That will take a year, because I do each season across a year. So 2019 will have season 2. In theory, another Christmas one at the end of season 2. Maybe I don't know, I can't really think of anything I do to expand my universe in between season 2 and 3 that won't ruin anything now. So I'm not going to talk about that. Then we get season 3, which is the conclusion-ish to the story. It kind of builds up a lot more to it closing. The stakes are a lot higher in season 3. Season 3 will end, and then there'll be one final episode. Not in any season, it's not season 3 or 4. It's its own episode. It's still part of this fan film series, but it's not within a season. It's a longer concluding episode to the season. So that's what I've got planned anyway. Up until we film season 5, my main content is going to be either this sort of thing where I talk to a camera and update you guys, or VFX tests. One's going to go up on my Instagram today, which is going to be the opening scene, or opening shot, to episode 5, which I did animate myself. So yeah, we'll see how episode 5 turns out. It may not be the one I had planned. If it isn't, there'll be another video going up after it where I talk about what it could have been as opposed to what it is. But we'll see, I guess. It could turn out the way that I've scripted it, or I could go for something else. But we'll see. So that's pretty much all I've got to say at the moment. There'll be no more content going up, including the TARDIS, until episode 5, because it will spoil it, which I do not want to do. And other than that, I think that's it. I'll let you know, either through this or through my Instagram, what the state of episode 5 is, and then we'll kind of go from there. But yeah, I just felt as if I should kind of clear things up, because I know there's been quite a long gap in between episode 4 and episode 5 in comparison to episode 1 and episode 2 being so close together, and then episode 3 and 4 being so close together. I can imagine episode 5 and 6 are going to be close together, because once we've done episode 5, there'll be a motivation to get episode 6 done and out before Christmas, so that I can then do a Christmas episode. It's smaller, it will be maybe 5 minutes, and then start working on the prequel before we go into season 2. So yeah, expect 2 more episodes before Christmas, if I'm productive. So yeah, that's it for this video. I don't know why you're still here. Go watch something else. Watch my VFX test. I'm not forcing you to do whatever you want, I couldn't care less. Bye!